All right, we're here with Lincoln High School senior and William Jessup commit, Landyn Plaut. Landyn, thank you for taking the time today. The boys are 21-8 and headed into the semifinal round of playoffs. Just give me a summary of how the season's been going so far.
Started off a little bit slow. We lost to Yuba, and then from there we kind of knew what we had to do to pick it up. I think having lost a couple seniors last year, it kind of took a little bit for the younger guys to realize what we needed to do, especially Dylan Nell coming back off injury, and then a couple of juniors coming up this year, not having that varsity experience, kind of like it needed a little click to get the season going, but I think we kind of found a rhythm and we knew what it took to get where we are now.
And you've had an incredible season. You're batting .500, 14 RBIs, 14 home runs, 43 RBIs, which are all career highs. Last year you finished with 2 home runs. What kind of changed in your offseason training to kind of get that power stroke?
Last year, I think I was more focused on like how big can I get, so like how much weight can I put on, how much weight can I put up, and this year is kind of like how explosive can I be, so how fast can I move the weight, and like can I increase weight while moving fast still. I think that's honestly made the biggest difference. It's just maybe more twitchy with my hands and in the box, just being able to swing faster and be able to connect with more different pitches.
And on the mound, you've been equally dominant. You got a .99 ERA across 56.2 innings with 90 strikeouts. What adjustments or improvements did you make in the offseason on the mound?
I've been working with my pitching coach, Eddie, out of Louisville. He's really helped me dial in my off-speed and my secondary pitches, which I think have been coming in handy. On top of that, I've put on a couple miles an hour, so that always helps. I've been able to just locate my pitches when I need to and where I need to, and I think that's honestly come in handy. I mean, our pitching coach, Coach Jeremy, puts in a lot of work. He does the homework for us, and really helps us when it comes into like what counts and where we're supposed to be throwing pitches, and I think that's honestly played a big role in being able to locate all different pitches at any count.
Yeah, and with those improvements on the mound and at the plate, William Jessup took notice, and you officially committed there. Can you just walk me through that recruitment process and what teams you were looking at and why ultimately you chose to go with William Jessup to continue your athletic career?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, honestly, they weren't on my radar till towards the end of it, honestly. I've been talking to a couple schools, USF being one, Concordia, Nebraska, another, had a couple D3 offers, talked to a few other mid-major D1s, UC Davis, and honestly, it came down to just like the overall environment. I mean, they're a Christ-centered facility, and I love that part of it. On top of that, they're a great baseball team. They went up to the Pac West this year and showed they belong there. We're able to compete well. I love the coaching staff. They're super honest, super respectful, and honestly, it just fit every category I needed. It fit location, school, scholarship-wise, it was a good fit. Just in every way, it was a blessing.
Yeah, and are you looking to play both ways?
Yeah, they told me that I'll be two-waying when I get there.
Sweet. And let's just talk about Coach Allen for a minute. He's well known in the community and has a big role in your development at Lincoln. Can you just speak on his how he's developed you throughout the 4 years you've been at Lincoln?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, super organized coach. He's always got a plan. I think that really helps our team. I mean, when we come to practice, we got a practice plan, and we know exactly what we're doing and when we're doing it. And I think that really has helped structure me through the last couple of years and our team as a whole. I mean, every time we come to the game, it's like 3 o'clock. We got our team meeting, and that sticks through every single game. I think honestly, with how organized he is and in his game plan, it's helped us a lot. We always have a game plan based on who we're playing and where we're playing. He knows the little things that need to happen for us to win, and I think he helps us dial that in so that when those little things come into handy, we're on top.
And with this season, you guys got moved down divisions. You guys are in the D5 playoffs this year. At the college level, you're going to be playing the best of the best. How do you mentally prepare in these games where some of the competition isn't as good? And what do you say to those people who are saying, "Oh, Lincoln's not legit"? Yeah,
for sure. I mean, you look at our division, you're like, "Oh, this team's not as strong. This team's not as strong." But going back to our Del Oro game, I mean, that's an SFL team that put up top numbers. I mean, I know they had their little situation, but they won games in the SFL.
And they're still in semifinals of the D2 bracket right now.
They are, and you go back to that and you look on the scoreboard, it's 7-5, but like, honestly, we were up 5-0 almost the whole entire game until the 5th, and it's kind of like one of those things, like, we're a good team and we can compete with some top teams out there. I think honestly, sometimes like it's harder to face some of that slow pitching, especially when you see the lesser caliber teams. It takes discipline, honestly, to be able to sit back and wait and still be productive and keep your energy up in the dugout. And I think that's what helped us go from playing teams here to playing teams up here. It's like we have that equal balance that we don't need adrenaline to help us win. We kind of can create it on our own. I think honestly that we're a competitive team no matter where you put us.
Yeah, and some people, like I just said, have kind of said that your team isn't as good as like the record shows. I even question your guys' depth this year, losing a lot of seniors. What do you say to me and some of those guys as well who are just like, this team can't win at all. You guys are in the D5 bracket right now as the #1 seed, but some people still are saying you guys can't win at all. What are you saying to those people?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we got guys that can fill the role, and I think that's been like the main thing this year is like who's going to step up. And I think we all kind of dove in, and halfway through that season, I think we kind of like hit that spot where we were like, yeah, like let's buy in. Like this is the year, and we kind of solidified it. We kind of all bleached our hair, so we went through that process. And
you guys are going all in then.
Yeah, we knew we couldn't lose at least these first 2 games, and we're continuing to play as long as possible so we can use the bleach and make sure we didn't waste our hair on it. But yeah, honestly, I think we're a strong team, and I think in a lot of instances people don't realize like how much of a unit we are, and I think that's honestly carried us through this whole season. It's not just 1 or 2 guys, it's honestly like how we play as a team that really helps each man step up and have a role in the lineup.
Mm-hmm. And you guys are in the semifinal match. You guys are playing on Monday against Woodland, who's 23-8. What's your mindset going into that game on Monday? And you're throwing, you're on the mound. What's it going to take for you guys to get that Game 1 W?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, going back to as a team, I mean, we're going to come out here and compete, and I think it's really helpful that we have our home field advantage. We get to play here, and when the music's running, the crowd's going wild. I think it really helps us with our home field advantage. We play really well here. On top of that, we've seen this Woodland team before, and we know they can bang. We know what they can do, and I think we're preparing for that day in and day out. We've been having extra practices on the side. Teams have been meeting up to get extra hitting in. We know what arms we're going to see, and I think honestly, as a team, we can be productive in knowing what to expect, especially since we've played them before. I think we're all hunting down, and we have one goal in mind, and I think that's going to help us succeed through this semifinals match.
Mm-hmm. And last year, you guys were 1 out away from a section championship appearance. What's it going to take to possibly bring home a section championship this year?
It's going to take a lot of hard work for sure. I mean, we're not even there yet. We got so many games ahead of us before that's a reality. But I think having that in the back of your mind kind of gives you that little bit of drive. Like, hey, I'm not done yet. Like, there's so much more. And I think that kind of really helps us. Like, we kick off our games and we're loud in energy, and we keep that throughout the entire series and the entire game. And I think that's what's going to drive us over the edge is just how much passion and how much desire we have to win for each other.
And we talked about Coach Allen as kind of a guy who developed you. Who are some of those other people as mentors as you were an underclassman or even 10 years old playing at Rock and Pony Fields? Who are some of those people who are mentors to you?
Yeah, for sure. I want to shout out Kella Olson. He's out there. He developed me from the youngest age. I mean, all my fundamentals came from him. He taught me at a young age the mind, the hand-eye, all of it. Also, my mom and dad, I mean, they pour in tremendously so much. My mom, on the mental side, has got a psychology degree, and she's really dialed me in mentally. She helps me prepare day in and day out, and we talk about that mindset you got to have for the next level, and I think that's prepared me the most for this season, but also for what I'm going to experience in the future. On top of that, my dad helps me with the physical, BP, hitting, pitching, all of it. He helps me with that. And also my NorCal coach, Sean, I mean, he brings that intensity this last summer. He really taught me that like intensity can bring a lot to a game, and so I think with all that combined and the glory of God helping me out through every situation, it's honestly been just a blessing overall to have everyone in my life to help me out.
Mm-hmm. And finally, for the younger guys who are coming up through the program, what's one piece of advice you would want to share with them?
Honestly, have fun. Time does fly. I mean, you get into your sophomore year, you're like, this is going by slow, blah, blah, blah. Like, it honestly flies. I'm down to my last couple, hopefully 6 or 7 games. But, I mean, time flies. Have fun while you're doing it, but don't forget in the process that you got to grind. Like, none of it comes easy. All of it's a grind and all of it's a struggle at the same time, but, I mean, the struggle's the best part of it, in my opinion, and so if you can enjoy the hard times, I mean, the good times are even that much better. Yeah.
You can catch Landyn on the mound on Monday against Woodland in Game 1 of the semifinal round. Landyn, thank you for taking your time, and good luck on Monday.